everybody, happy Aloha Friday. Oh, wow, no, I'm not in Hawaii, but I might as well be. It feels like the rest of the country is freezing, and here I am in beautiful California. I mean, look at that. There's people in the water. I mean, it's insane. So I'm so grateful to have some sunshine, even though I'm a little wimpy because I've got my jacket on. But I wanted to talk to you a little bit, or share with you some stories that have some reoccurring themes. And it's around competing in a tournament and already kind of given up on how you're going to do or how you're going to perform based on everybody else, like who's in the tournament. So for example, if I'm playing in a beach tournament and I've got like this great athlete or team that I'm going to be playing against, and they're in my pool, so I'm just like, oh great, I'm not going to win, or I'm not going to whatever. So I'm already giving them a ton of points before we even played. There's that. And then also just kind of undermining the experience of playing against really good teams. The same thing happens with indoor players. It's February, you guys, and you're probably playing in the first qualifier if you haven't already. There are a few other chances for some. That's a whole other topic. There's so many opportunities, almost too many. But, when you enter a tournament and you've kind of already resigned because you know this top team is going to be there, or you sign up for tournaments because you want to guarantee a win. I mean, yes, there's a strategy for that, but I'm speaking specifically to the mindset for the athlete going into that, coaches going into the tournament, to remind people that we want to play the best teams. We want that. How are we supposed to get better if we don't play those teams? We don't want to play them only in the final. We want to play them sooner so that we can build capacity, build our gumption, and have something in our little think tank to go back on and train for it and do better. So yeah, that's come up a lot. And lastly, I want to talk about realistic expectations. Winning a tournament isn't the only goal, isn't the only winner. If I'm seated in the bottom half of a tournament and I have this expectation to win, that's great, but I'm setting myself up for failure. If I'm seated at 32 and I finish at 25, that's successful. We got to celebrate the small wins and have realistic expectations. If I'm last in my pool, I want to get out of my pool, so not win a tournament. And I just want to kind of reset our thinking. And I say our thinking for parents, thinking for athletes, and coaches too. I'm more confident that coaches get this, but they just, they have it in their mind because they've coached for so many years, and they just, I feel like a lot of times as a coach, I repeat myself over and over and over again, but we're teaching and coaching kids, right? So we have to, even with adults, young adults. Anywho, those are the three big nuggets that are kind of reoccurring themes. One is having realistic goals so that we can meet them and grow. Not being averse to tough competition and great athletes. We want that. And it's a marathon. It's not a sprint. We got time. Indoor kids teams, it's February. You got a long way to go to make that qualifier. And don't be complacent, but learn. And for my beach kiddos, you got a long time too, and a lot of tournaments ahead of you. So, game on. You got this.